Hi VC, it's Aaron, Mutha Alamer. Today I got some VCLT in the mail from my good friend Gary at Physical Format Rock and Roll, and I'm also going to show some records that Chris Prophy and Jeff Witcher got me for my birthday, and that I got for my birthday and anniversary here in Pocatello. So there's a bunch of records here I'm going to show after I open up this VCLT from Gary. I have no idea what this is, so let's open and see what he sent me here. That was easier than usual. And let's see here. This is, oh cool, The Chemical Wedding, Bruce Dickinson. Now I only have one Bruce Dickinson record on vinyl, that's Tattooed Millionaire, so this is my second one. Very cool, I've been wanting to get all of his, so this is a good start, and thanks so much, Gary. This is really cool. I actually don't know this album all that well. Of course I've heard it a few times, but it's been years, so I can't wait to dig into this one. Adrian Smith's on it, that's cool. So yeah, Chemical Wedding. I've been dying to get this. Thanks so much, Gary. That's really cool of you. Everyone go sub Gary, Physical Format Rock and Roll. Great guy. Of course, I do videos with him and Chris and Jeff and JC on Thursdays on Jeff Witcher's channel. And so Jeff Witcher, while he was here, he bought me a record. He actually got this in Salt Lake, but he bought me this DRI Thrash Zone, which is really great. I spun it, I love it, so I'd never really heard DRI, and I know JC loves them a lot, and Chris, so that was very cool. Thank you so much, Jeff. And then Chris Prophy bought me this one. This is in Pocatello here. This is Autopsy, Sign of the Corpse. I believe it's death metal. I still haven't spun it. I got to give this a spin. It's got so many new ones, it's hard to spin them all. So thank you, Chris. And Chris also bought me this jazz fusion record because he saw it and he thought I'd like it, and we listened to it and I did like it. So this is Return to Forever with Romantic Warrior. Love that cover too. And then Chris left me a couple records that I found going through. And I know he left them, and thanks Chris for the Rod McEwen. Of course he's a huge Rod McEwen fan, and so he decided to leave this one in my collection. I didn't find it till after he left a couple days later. And I actually found this while he was here. I was like going through, that isn't mine. The Kenny Rogers and the first edition Greatest Hits, which is really cool. This is a Kenny Rogers psychedelic band, and before he was solo and country, which is really cool. It's got, what's that really, I just dropped in to see what condition your condition was in. Really great song. So thank you so much, Chris, Jeff, Gary. You're all great guys, three of my best friends, and thank you all. And then, now I'll show the records that I got. My wife got me a stack of records, and this is basically what she got me. This is Pixies, Into the White, BBC recordings from 1988 and 89. Really like the Pixies. I haven't heard this yet. I haven't listened to any of these yet, so some Pixies demos. And then two by this band. This is the first album demos remastered, The Clash. Very cool. Love The Clash. And also Give 'Em Enough Rope demos remastered. So I got some good Clash demos here. This is another great one here. This is Bad Brains, Rock for Light. Great, great. I love the Bad Brains. I've got like 3 or 4 of their albums. A couple of them are bootleg live ones. First album, now I have this. Great band from the DC area. Love them. And this is the one I was most excited about. Sam Hain, Initium. This is their first album. So getting my Sam Hain collection going, because I also got Final Descent. So that's their, I think they only had 3 studio records, so now I have all 3 of them. Great band, of course, with Glenn Danzig. It was kind of in between the Misfits and his band Danzig, so it's kind of a mixture of those sounds, and I'm loving them. They're really great. And then I got this Rare Radio Broadcast collection from Rancid. Really cool punk band. I like them. I got a big CD compilation of them. And I thought there was another. No, okay. And then Ramones demos, 1975. So my record store gets in all these obscure things from Europe. He has a European supplier, so I get a bunch of cool stuff like this in there. This is the one I'm really looking forward to listening to. Live from the Ontario Speedway Park, April 6, 1974, Black Sabbath. Live radio broadcast. And it's got some great stuff on it. There's the tracks. And then this Spirit in Black Live Monsters of Rock, Buenos Aires, Argentina, the 3rd of September, 1994, Slayer. So a really cool Slayer live album. Oh, I thought there was another Rancid. And Out Come the Wolves by Rancid. I believe this is a studio album of them. Another punk band. I'm getting a lot of punk lately. This is the Casualties Until Death studio sessions. Live in Richmond, Virginia. Let's see. Performance of the self-titled album, Lamb of God. Good heavy stuff there. One of my favorites I got right here, From Demos to Demons, Misfits. So some old Misfits demos, and it's got 3 of them on the front, 4 on the back. Pretty cool. And this is my first thing I own by this band. This is Demos 85 to 86, Napalm Death. Another great band. Excuse me. And then I got some Suicidal Tendencies, 1982 demos. And Soul on Fire, live at the Hollywood Palace, 1989 FM broadcast, Danzig. So this is really cool. Double record. There's the tracks, if I can get that glare off of there. And my first record by them, this is a complete spin radio concert, First Avenue, Minneapolis, Minnesota, August 28th, 1985. Husker Du. This is my first Husker Du, or Husker Du, however you pronounce them. Looking forward to spinning this. And some BBC Rock Hour, recorded at the Playhouse Theatre, London, 1969, FM broadcast, Led Zeppelin. And there's what's on there. And just a couple more. Got this Screaming for Vengeance picture disc. Of course, I have the actual album, so this will go on my wall here. Very cool. And 3 more. This is Tool, live at the Starplex Amphitheater, Dallas, Texas, August 1st, 1993, FM broadcast. And 2 of the very best for last. And this is live in Oakland, 8th of October, 1992, Alice in Chains. So I love Alice in Chains, one of my very favorite bands. That's the track list. And then this live at the L'Arena Sheridan, 15th of September 1990, FM broadcast, Alice in Chains. So 2 FM broadcasts of Alice in Chains, which are really cool. And that pretty much wraps it up. So that was my part 2 of all the records I got while my friends Chris Prophy and Jeff Witcher were visiting. I'd like to thank them again for coming to visit. I know it's a long trip, and we had a great time. And thank you very much to them. And, of course, to Gary, Physical Format Rock and Roll. Thank you. I really appreciate that record. I'm going to be spinning that a lot. I'm sure I'll be spinning it next Tuesday. So, all right. Thanks, everyone, and I will see you later. Goodbye.